But society sets these standards on how we should think. Who's to say that the next person that builds the future operating system for the culture won't even be a developer? Virgil Abloh is the creative director of Louis Vuitton, and he's not known for fashion design. He's known for architecture. You know, I feel like we need to remove the stigma of, like, you know, people needing to be decades long in a specific field to impact and change that field. You know, so to answer your question, I feel like it's about the conglomeration of a diverse team, not only, you know, of color, but, you know, of mindset, of skill level, of talent, of artistry, all of that coming together to address the problem.
Ready to be inspired? Iddris Sandu is one of the most impressive young people we've ever met. He's a computer coding genius, inventor, and entrepreneur with the most unlikely of backgrounds. The recent high school grad has showed off his skills to everyone from the mayor of Los Angeles to the head of IBM to the president of the United States.
Okay, totally impressed. And he is here with Alex right now. Alex.
Yeah, Iddris Sandu, it's so good to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
You're one of my favorite people I've met through the Boys and Girls Club over the years, and we're excited for people to learn your story. So tell us a little about how you got involved in tech.
Well, my story actually starts in 2007 when I was 11 and Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone. It was a really important milestone for me, as well as many others, because it was the first time that regular people could create regular apps for regular people.
And you were a high school student at Narbonne High School, and you decided, I want to create my own app for the whole school, and then they adopted it. What was it?
Yeah, so that's an interesting story. It all started about solving a problem, and that was that a lot of new students to the school didn't know exactly where to go or how to navigate throughout the campus. So I basically created a software that was like a Google Maps for the school. It could give students turn-by-turn directions to navigate to the classroom.
And somebody named President Barack Obama heard about this, invited you to the White House for a one-on-one meeting with him. What was that like? What did he say to you?
It was really impressive. The first time we met, I received a Presidential Scholar Award. And the second time, he actually commissioned me to start the first youth-led STEM commission, which was really, really interesting and exciting.
And STEM is science and technology for young people as well. And Boys and Girls Club, you're literally now the face of STEM education. We see that poster behind you. What's your main message? Because you go to colleges now talking to people about getting involved in STEM education. What's your main message on that?
Definitely. There's two messages I always tout with every, school I go to speak at. And one is that innovation and creation has no color, it has no race, it has no gender. Anybody could literally create and innovate on a global scale. And the second thing would be that we, the young millennials, we the people we're the future. And things that we create now will stand the test of time and will impact the
speaking of creating things, you got into MIT, but you put that on hold, and now you're working on inventing things yourself.
Yes.
And you're working with Uber on self-driving cars. Tell us a little about that.
So I worked for Uber, and I created a software for them called ACDI, which stands for Autonomous Collision Detection Interface. So they're going to implement it within their new self-driving cars, and it's going to save a lot of lives on the road. The second feature is app with a secret name right now, and it's the world's first artificial intelligence operating system. And the third thing would be a platform we're creating called Smixit, which is what we believe to be the future of social media.
Wow. So one thing isn't enough. Got to do three, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for making the rest of us feel
you.
stupid. You're just 19 years old and doing all this. Graduated high school early. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for inspiring us and the good work you do. And hopefully all the parents out there can tell their kids about somebody like him, because he's a great role model to look up to.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys.
That's
wonderful.
Iddris. Well, now David Ono joining us now. None of us can stack up to Iddris, so let's just talk about
Clearly.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of confused. Should MIT go to school with him as opposed to the other way around? Pretty impressive. Actually, more than pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the news.